Hello, everyone. Leroy Lamola here with you. Good afternoon. Glad to be with you here on a gorgeous day, but cold day here in Taylorville, Illinois. Wind is howling, but a Apollo Conference matchup and the first of the year here as Taylorville Tornadoes get ready to take on Apollo Conference rival Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs in this matchup between Taylorville and Mahomet. And this one, as we get ready to go here, as Carter Kaplan will get ready to go here as he faces off against third baseman Paxton O'Malley to get things started off here. Joining me on the call is my partner, and tonight with me is Dylan. Dylan joining me. How are you, Dylan?
Doing pretty good. Leroy, how you doing tonight?
Not too bad, my friend. Glad to have you with here as we get started. And Dylan is joining me this evening. And boy, a cold one. Wind is howling, and that should be something that we keep an eye on here in this one. As again, Carter Kaplan on the mound for the Tornadoes. It's something that we will be watching to see how he does here, how he fares in this early matchup here against O'Malley, the third baseman. So, take a look here as the leadoff batter comes into this one. Takes an early strike in this for the right-hander. Cold day, as I said.
Yeah, it's definitely a cold and a windy one out here right now. At least the sun's shining.
Take that one. And O'Malley will walk to lead things off as Kaplan loses the leadoff hitter. And they'll bring up left fielder Logan Wade, also a right-hander. Tornadoes dealing with some injuries right now. It's something that they've dealt with this first part of the season. And again, for Coach Sample, if you're going to have injuries, it's obviously better to deal with them the first part of the season as opposed to the last part of the season. So that's something that we'll be keeping an eye on here as we do. Chopper going to get through. Is it foul? It is. Boy, Taylor going to catch a break on that one. That would have been several extra bases, but it's going to get through. And boy, Taylor lucky that one able to get through there. Whew, that was a close one. But it does get through there. It's going to be foul. On the side. So, try again here. So, we'll try again on the 0-1.
Here comes that pitch.
The right-hander sets, looks in for the sign, and now time is called as we'll adjust again here for Kaplan. The way the defense is set for the Taylorville Tornadoes, Casey Pembroke out in left, Isaac Grubscher in center, Fallon Turner out in right, rounding out the infield, Colton Gadden at third, Grayton Hughes at short, Drew Morgan at second, Lucas Gerlich picks up that one. 4-6-3, yes sir! A great double play by the Tornadoes on a beautiful 4-6-3 from the shortstop, or from the second, too short, too first, to make ends meet, and it's a quick 2 outs for the Tornadoes.
For the sake of some of our listeners, you want to explain what a 4-6-3 is?
Absolutely. A ground ball over to second that was thrown over to Grayton Hughes, who was over towards second, slid his foot across the bag to get the out, then threw it over to first to pick up the hard-charging Logan Wade to get the out.
From the 4 to the 6 to the 3.
Pitch from Kaplan. Outside for a ball to Zayden Donaldson, that battery of Carter Kaplan and Zayden Donaldson. As now, instead of having runners on at first and second, there's nobody out and 2 outs. In there for a strike, count evens up at 1. The 1-1 to the first baseman. Fly ball. It's going to drift over towards right field. Trying to make a diving catch, but Fallon Turner can only watch as it goes into foul territory. A short right field wall for here in Taylorville, but a high wall, reminiscent somewhat of Fenway. Only at Fenway it's in left field, not in right field. It's one of the unique things about baseball is there's no, in every other sport, every field is regulation. Baseball does not have rules when it comes to how big their field is.
Safe to say baseball does what it wants.
Well, yes, that is true. However, in baseball, if it is under a certain limit, then you have to have height restrictions.
Ah.
Nolan Sanderson, number 33, the first baseman, digging in here against Carter Kaplan, trying to work out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. Kaplan walked the first batter, now sits on a full count against Sanderson. Trying to make his way on. Be the second walk in this Apollo Conference matchup between these two squads. And the pitch. Called, strike 3. And Sanderson goes down looking. All right, well, we head to the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to New Country 104.1, watching us on Tommy TV here for our first Apollo Conference game. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, welcome back to Taylor Tornado Baseball here on New Country 104.1. Glad to have you with us here this afternoon. As we do. And again, no score after that first inning. A 1-2-3 unconventional in that first inning as Isaac Repscher will lead things off against Austin White. We'll get the start on the mound for the Bulldogs as Repscher will lead things off here. And a left-hander, dangerous leadoff hitter. He can homer. He's got power. So he takes a strike right there. Repscher plays center field. Where's that number 35 for the Tornadoes? We'll see what he can do here against White. The pitch. Curveball doesn't find the mark, and that's outside for a ball. It'll be Repscher, Carter Kaplan, and Colton Gadden getting the first three batters for the Tornadoes here in this one. As there's a fly ball foul. It's going to drift over towards the track and out of bounds. Logan Wade, Bradley Jones, and Matthew Kirby rounding out the outfield for Mahomet, playing very deep right now, especially out in center. Paxton O'Malley, Nolan Franz, Cole Henderson and Nolan Sanderson rounding out the infield. Here's the pitch. Up high, and that's ball 4, and they lose Isaac Repster on the walk. And the battery of Austin White and Cade Ashby as pitcher and catcher. So pitcher will have a chance to help himself here as Carter Kaplan will head to the plate. Just underway here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Mahomet could not do anything in their top of the first. That was taken for a strike. Cold, windy, blustery Tuesday afternoon. Like a good song title.
Or a band name.
The pitch. Gets away, but Repture doesn't challenge, and he stays put at first base. Cade Ashby has some trouble finding it with his helmet. We'll do it again here. The pitch low and into the dirt, and there's another ball. And White having trouble finding the strike zone here early in this one. Slider finds the mark there on a sweeper that gets in there for a strike. Two-two count, nobody out. And the pitch gets away. That one gets away far enough for Repster to go. Thought about a throw down, changes his mind, just pumps his glove and just throws it back to White. And that's a Repster will get to second on the wild pitch. Well, now Kaplan has first base open. White's pitch. Fly ball out towards deep center field. Catch will be made. And Repture will tag up at second, but stay put there on the fly out. So, F8 for Kaplan. I'll bring up Colton Gatton, the third baseman. Get the sign from Coach Sample about what he wants to do. Repture will stay put at second. Base hit could score and give Taylorville an early lead with only one out. Gatton's responsibility, of course, to get him over to third. Deep fly ball could potentially do that. Curveball in there for a strike.
You know, with how windy and chilly it is right now, it kind of makes me wonder how the players are feeling down there with all that wind.
Cold.
I believe it. Not to mention the well-sunlit field in front of us here. I'm sure their pitcher's enjoying that sunlight in his eyes, but
Our pitch gets away as Ashby has to slide over and grab that one. Fouled it off towards the first base side, not a play, heading towards the cars.
Well, good news, I didn't hear any glass shatter.
Well, luckily you were driving the company car, son.
It's insured.
Don't bother me none.
Not my whip, not my vehicle.
White will set again. Misses his mark again. It's a 2-2 count. White's throwing a lot of pitches here early in this one. Patience at the plate for these Taylorville hitters. Colton Gatton trying to get Repture over. Repture stands at second, one out, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Gatton will go down swinging. That's out number 2. I'll bring up Kason Pembroke, the right fielder. Kason Pembroke coming up to the plate now. Now a base hit will have to be utilized here if they want to score this run. Pitch is high and up and out. And that's ball 1. Outside again, ball 2. 2-0 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning and nothing score here in this bottom of the first. And this is the Apollo Conference matchup between Taylorville and Mahomet. Here's the pitch. Curveball misses the mark inside, and it's 3-0. Again, first base is open if Taylorville wants to use it, or if Mahomet wants to use it, rather. This early in the game, though, probably want to challenge. They don't. That one gets sails away. It doesn't matter, as that's ball 4, but with the pitch getting away, Repsher says, thank you very much. I will take that. 2 free bases as Pembroke heads to first on the walk. And Repsher has the third on the wild pitch. So now runners at the corners for Fallon Turner, the left fielder. In there for a strike, a little bit up and high. 0-1 count. And the pitch. Got just a bit under it. It's going to come back towards us and behind us. Lucas Gierlich standing on deck. Not the go-ahead run standing 90 feet away. And the pitch. In there. Oh, just missed the mark. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Another one that gets away. Here comes Repsher. Not going to be close, and Taylorville takes the lead. So Repsher scores on 3 wild pitches. Kason Pembroke moves to second. And the count moved even to 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Taylorville still looking for their first base hit, but they lead this one 1-0 as White has been wild. Again, Kate Ashby has to stand up to grab that one in a full count. So White has thrown a lot of pitches here early in this one. Again, Taylorville will head to Mahomet tomorrow. This new thing that they're doing this year as that one's ball 4, another walk. The new thing that they're doing this year is a home and home series for Taylorville. So they'll play 1 home game today, then they'll head to Mahomet and play another home game tomorrow. This is to alleviate the double headers that used to happen on Saturdays, as they will have the first of the meeting mounds, as they will try to talk about it. As Austin White has struggled on the mound here in this early part of this one.
Very much indeed.
All right, good time to give the uniform descriptions. That's all you, my friend.
Sounds good. We got Taylorville. We're rocking out the white pants with the purple jerseys. And looking at Mahomet, they've got their whites on with the pinstripes on this beautiful sunlit day here in April, which is definitely more windy for me than I'd like to admit, but I'm enjoying myself, and hopefully you are too.
All right. I'll thank our sponsors who allow us to be here. Senior Citizens Christian County, TCCU, Skewers Coffee, Nicole Patrick Country Financial Agent. Bring us our player of the game. In there for a strike on Lucas Gierlich, the first baseman. Taylorville leads this one 1-0. And the pitch. Up high.
That was a nice jump to catch on the umpire's part there. I'd be afraid I'd get knocked out when he swung the bat. Thankfully he didn't.
Misses the mark again. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike. And again, White continues to be wild out there. A 1-0 lead with runners on first and second, 2 outs. White will be pretty excited if he can get out of this with only that 1 run given up. Base hit would be huge for Taylorville here. Taylorville, who's considered a threat to win the conference this year, really would love to do something here this season, but would need to get past Mahomet. Now look at a full count as a big swing and a miss from Lucas Gierlich.
We might be leading right now, but what do you think? You think they can take on Mahomet and get past this game?
We will see as Gerlich swings and misses for strike 3, but Taylorville does come across the board first. They lead this one 1-0, so we can head to the second inning. You're listening to New Country 104.1, watching us on Tommy TV. Back in just a moment. Now welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Baseball here as we head to the second inning as Bradley Jones will lead things off for the Bulldogs as Tornado scraped across 1 run in the bottom of the first. We'll see what the Bulldogs want to do here to try to answer back. As Carter Kaplan goes 2-0 against the center fielder. Now 3-0 on an up-high pitch. Struggling to find the mark here early. Cold day, pitchers might struggle a little bit with grip here, especially early. There's ball 4. Patience on that one. And so, try to see what will happen out here. Jake Sampson coming up. Jake's DHing today in place of Wyke. We'll go again here to try the pitch.
Slide on in.
So sets up right there, looks in for the sign. And that time is called, it's not granted. And now finally it is granted.
Yes, I can.
DH tries to dig in there. Bradley Jones takes his lead off at first. Sampson sets. Kaplan, it's a good bunt down the first base line. Only play is going to be to first, underhands it over to first. And play is made on a good sack bunt.
Warmer up here.
Gets Sampson out. And Jones moves over to second. So good sack bunt. We'll send Sampson over to second. And it's the first out as that'll bring up Matthew Kirby, the right fielder. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, and that's going to be taken for a ball, 1-0 count. Taylorville scored their run after a series of walks. 1-0 count. Up in the air, drifting towards left center. Ball's going back. And the catch is made out on the left by Kason Pembroke. Tagging up and heading to third. The tag is made. And they rule him safe. Very close play as Pembroke had a bead on him over at third. But Bradley Jones just able to beat that out on the tag up. So we have Nolan Franz. Franz will come in there now. He'll try to bat. Tying run 90 feet away. 1-0 game here in favor of Taylorville on top of the second. Kaplan sets the pitch. Taken for a ball, a little bit high. A 1-0 count.
Good.
Two outs. Taylorville trying to work out of this without giving up that run. Jones at third, and the pitch. Fouls it off over towards the third base side, and that's going to sting. Fouled it off his foot, and on a cold day like this, you're going to feel it.
Yeah, that cold's definitely not helpful. I know my hands are in my pockets right now, and they're getting kind of numb.
One. And the pitch. Up high, count moves to 2-1. Shortstop digs in on that left hand or on that right hand side. Righty versus righty. Kaplan sets, checks the runner at third. And the pitch. In there for a strike, count evens up at 2. Kaplan 1 strike away from getting out of this little jam. With the lead intact. 2-2 count. Outfielder is shaded out to the left. Big gap between center and left.
See if he can make it through that gap.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Taylorville gets out of it. Franz goes down swinging. We head to the bottom of the second. Taylorville leads this one 1-0. You're listening to New Country 104.1, watching us on Tommy TV. Back in a moment.
Ball on the next pitch, moves the count to 1-2. And swing and a miss. Okay, next up to bat, we got Zayden Donaldson here.
I just want to let you know, like we are legit out here trying to get this to work.
Pitch missed. Swing, no hit.
Okay. Otherwise, where are you at right now? Okay.
And here's the pitch. Another swing and a miss. Strike 2.
The back studio and pressing the number 4. Yeah, just go ahead and do that.
And a third swing and a miss. Strike number 3. Next up to bat. Looks like something I can't read. Next up to bat number 3, Colton Gatton. Count currently 0-2, 4.
Thank you. Yep, I will. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Not working.
Just screw it. Just done.
I was struggling with Wi-Fi today at the studio. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Not. But first 2 struck out.
Yep.
You're on to.
Welcome back to Taylor Victoria Baseball.
All 3 struck out.
All 3 batters strike out. And, we're going to send to break. All right, you are listening to Drew Morgan, Zayden Donaldson, and Graydon Hughes all strike out. We'll head to the top of the 3rd. You're listening to... No, you're watching this on Tommy TV. That's it. We'll be back in just a little bit right here. Welcome back to Taylor Victoria Baseball on Tommy TV. Leroy Clamola here, alongside my partner Dylan Clark, as Cade Ashby, the catcher, will get going here against Carter Kaplan. And the pitch. In there for a strike. And so after a rough first inning from both pitchers, seems like both pitchers are starting to lock in a little bit here. Cade Ashby takes that one out towards right field. Not moving too much, Settling underneath it is Fallon Turner. Makes the catch for an F9, which of course means fly out to right field.
Beautiful, beautiful. That was quite the catch, too.
So Cole Henderson will come up, and Turner caught that with about 6 feet in front of the fence line. For those of you at home who know what Taylorville's field looks like. I'm used to doing radio, so you'll have to forgive me because you aren't watching it on TV or on the stream.
Suppose no need to describe the surroundings because they're looking at it.
Makes it a little bit easier.
A little bit.
So Cole Henderson, second baseman, up to the plate. Been the biggest difference, I tell you, from calling. So I do UIS, so I do
Right.
University of Illinois Springfield. That's all TV.
Right.
So that's been the biggest struggle between calling for radio and calling for TV has been that adjustment of I have to call every single play.
Right, yeah.
Especially for basketball. Like basketball, you have to call every single pass, every single, as the pitch comes in, that's called for a strike. 2-1 count. You don't have to call every single pass in college because you get to see it all. Whereas at high school, I'm calling almost every single thing that's going on in front of me.
Right, every millisecond of any move. Ooh.
Up in the air, drifting towards foul territory on the first base side. Turner on the run, driving play, but he can't track it down. And unable to pull it down. As Cole Henderson will live to fight another day. We'll do it again.
Look a little chilly there, Leroy. You doing all right?
Yeah, I have a few layers in the car, and I should have grabbed them, and I didn't, and that's my own fault.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm wearing a parka right now, and I'm still chilly, so.
Yeah, my man's over here in just a T-shirt, and he's doing amazing. So
Hey, them
I have no
polos
room
hold
to-
heat.
I have no room to complain at all because he's just killing it.
He's just hanging out. The camera must be putting off heat.
Which is in there for a strike. Henderson not thrilled with that called strike 3 looking. Now gets back to the top of the order for Paxton O'Malley. O'Malley walked in the first to lead things off. We'll have a little bit of an equipment adjustment here for Turner out and right. Is it glasses or something for the sun?
Well, based on the sun's position right now, I'd say you might need it, especially if you're pitching.
2 outs. Top of the third. Foul ball over towards the first base side, and the ground ball that shoots away. 0-1 count. The 0-1. Chopper. Kaplan to first. A little bit high. Tag is made, though, in time for the out. A 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Tommy TV, or watching us on Tommy TV. Back in just a moment. Welcome back to THS Baseball live here on Tommy TV. Leroy Clamola alongside Dylan Clark, bringing you all the action here in the bottom of the third inning as Tornadoes will go back to the top of the order as Austin Wyko has struggled in the first, locked in that second inning with 3 straight strikeouts. Rapture walked in the first, then advanced on wild pitches. Second, third, and then went home. Scored on a walk, a wild pitch that got away. But since then, White has settled out. And as I say that one gets away. As Carter Kaplan goes and retrieves that one. And count moves to 1-2. Inside. Count moves even at 2. The 2-2 on Rapture. Chopper over towards second. Picked up by Henderson. Throws over to first for the out. And a 4-3 on that one. That'll bring Carter Kaplan. So Kaplan flew out to center field in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Second time through the order for these guys. Outside, taking for a ball, 1-0 count. Right field shaded pretty deep. Center field and left. Plenty of room. As they're playing the right fielder, or is it playing the right-hander to pull it. Because, Dylan, in high school, right-handers tend to pull the ball towards right field or left field. Left-handers tend to pull the ball towards right field.
Well, considering the staggering of the bat makes sense for the swing direction.
At the college level, and especially at the college and major league level, it's not necessarily the case. Batters are much better at hitting, so they don't necessarily do that. So there's ball 4, and Kaplan will take his base.
Interesting. So I guess I could ask you, what do you like better, working with college or working in high school?
The talent level is much better at that level, so you don't see as many walks, but games tend to be a little bit longer because batters tend to be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Colton Gadden will come up. He struck out in that first inning. The first of 5 strikeouts so far that we've seen from Austin Wyke. It's felt like either Austin Wyke has delivered strikeouts or walks. Tornadoes still looking for their first real base hit in this game here in the bottom of the third. Yet they lead 1-0. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Count evens up at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Tornadoes scored their lone run in the first inning. That's courtesy of Isaac Repsher. Throw over to first, back in time. 1-1 count. Kason Pembroke on deck. He also walked in that first inning. Curveball that doesn't curve and nearly clips him.
That was a close one. Smart move on the matrix dodge there, huh?
2-1 count. And the pitch. Hello. 3-1 count. Favorable hitters count here on the 3-1. The reason that is because obviously Austin Wyke has to give him something to hit, because if he doesn't, it's ball 4.
Let's see what the tactic is here.
Off the end of the bat, but that's going to get through over towards the short side, trying to find his way on. He does. And a base hit for Colton Gatton. that will send Carter Kaplan over towards second. Taylorville in business now with runners on at first and second, only one out for Kason Pembroke. No official plate appearance as he walked in his first trip. Base hit could score one. Curveball in there for a strike. As White delivered a punch in there. 0-1 count. Misses the mark. Count evens up at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. Taylorville threatening. Runners on at first and second, only 1 out. A little bit of a jam here for Austin White. Dealt with one in the first inning as well. Just off the end of the bat, and that's going to be trouble. As Nolan Franz sails underneath it, makes the catch for out number 2.
Took in little to no effort to catch that right there.
Correct.
Might as well have handed it to him.
So now with 2 outs, Taylorville will need a base hit in order to advance those runs. And that will come down to Fallon Turner, who walked in the first. Here's the pitch. Fastball low, taken for a ball. 1-0 count. Gets away, but not far enough for the runners to do anything with it. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes for the Taylorville left fielder. In there for a strike. Count moves to 2-1. Cold, windy day here in Taylorville.
At least the sun's shining. Clouds seem to have dissipated too, so that's nice.
The 2-1. Make that a 2-2. A little bit low, but favorable enough for the umpire to make it a 2-2. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Big pitch right here for Austin White. Trying to work out of this jam. Here's the pitch. Got him. Got him on a changeup, and Fallon Turner goes down and swinging. We head to the top of the fourth. Taylorville leads this one 1-0. You're listening to, or watching us on Tommy TV. Back in a moment. Welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Baseball here on Tommy TV. Glad to have you with us here. Hope you are doing all right wherever you may be watching. As we come back to you, Taylorville leads this one here in the fourth inning with a 1-0 lead. Carter Kaplan has been solid in his pitching performance here this afternoon. He'll face off against Logan Wade. Logan Wade grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in his first plate appearance. 0 for 1 on the day for him. And the pitch. One count. Make that 2-1 count. Two balls, one strike. Nobody out. And make that a 3-1 count.
Make it yours.
Is Kaplan in danger of losing this first hitter? And the pitch. Line drive over towards short. Easy play picked up by Graydon Hughes. Throws over to first in time. For the out. 6-3 on that one. That'll bring up Nolan Sanderson, who struck out in that first. Struck out looking, by mind you. The one out here for Kaplan. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was a little bit high and up. But actually, they say he made contact. Doesn't matter. It's still strike one on the foul tip. No, 1 count with 1 out. Boy, Carter's locked in. Looks solid here. And the pitch. A little bit outside. Oh, enough for a strike. Boy, I got away with that one. 0-2. The 0-2. Chopper foul and back towards us. And we'll do the 0-2 again. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 4th. And the pitch. Misses the mark. That's ball 1. Again, we talk about the lack of hitting from Taylorville, but Mahomet's still looking for their first hit as well. What are you looking for? Up in the air, and a catch made on the run from Drew Morgan. It's fine, man. So a fly out to second. That'll be out number 2. So I'll bring up Bradley Jones, center fielder. Jones walked in the second, got stranded at third. He was the closest run that Mahomet has had. Takes ball 1 right there. A 1-0 count. Make that 2-0. Carter Kaplan sets. The 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. And the pitch. Ground ball over towards second. Picked up by Drew Morgan. Throws over to first. In time for the out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Bulldogs. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's all Taylorville in this one. And I use that phrase very lenient. 1-0. Taylorville leads this one in the middle of the 4th. You're watching on Tawi TV. Back in a moment. Welcome back to THS Baseball here on Tommy TV, as Tornadoes will lead off here in the bottom of the fourth with their 6, 7, 8 hitters, as Lucas Gerlich will lead things off. 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters not doing too much there as far as pressure. All 4 of them struck out. We'll see if they can do anything here in their second at-bats. Fouls off that first one, nearly gets over the fence, but they stays in the ballpark as Drew Morgan chases that one down. 0-1 count here. And the pitch. Up and in. Gerlich says, "No, I'm good on that."
Took a little step back quick.
The 1-1. Lost his grip, and it'll be 2-1. Nearly got him, and it'll be 3-1. Gets a nice little jeer from the Taylorville bullpen. The 3-1. In there for a strike, count moves full. Fly ball, deep left field, drifting towards foul territory. The fence line right there, and all the Bulldogs can do is watch as it goes over. We'll do the 3-2 again. And the first baseman struck out in that first inning.
Since I got this beautiful windowsill in my way, that was a foul, right?
Yes.
That's what you said? Okay, cool.
The fence line for the football field runs dangerously close to the foul lines. That one's poked out towards a base hit, as that was poked out towards right field, and foul falls into fair territory out just past the outstretched glove of Cole Henderson and Matthew Kirby. And Taylorville in business here with another base hit. That's their second of the day. They'll bring up Drew Morgan. The Tornadoes in business again here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
See if we can get a run before the end of this one.
Here's the pitch. Fly ball. Foul towards us. Now play. So Weichel will go again. Curveball. Misses the mark inside for a ball.
Oh.
The 1-1. Tried to frame it, couldn't do it, and it'd be 2-1. Misses again, and it's 3-1, and time is called by Drew Morgan, and it's granted. The 3-1, way inside, that's ball 4. After a base hit, a walk is granted, and I can't imagine that the leash is going to be too much bigger on Austin White, because that'll bring up Zayden Donaldson. The catcher struck out in his first plate appearance in that second inning. Time is called, and Ashby will get on the same page as White. Giving up a base hit and a walk to lead things off. Runners on at first and second. They just want to make sure they don't cross any signals, because you have a runner on at second, you're able to see the catcher's signs.
Of course, that would give him a chance to give away the
Yes.
whole move there. We don't want that.
That's the pitch. Misses again, ball one. The softball and or at the college level, they are now starting to implement almost like quarterbacks do at the football level, where they have a sleeve that basically has the number signals so that they can give a code as opposed to giving out catcher signals. So they'll utter a number like a 542, which would basically say what their code will be, as opposed to them giving a catcher giving a signal. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out with runners on at first and second. Taylorville threatening here in the bottom of the fourth with nursing a 1-run lead. White sets from Mahomet, the pitch. Fouls off the end of the bat towards us. Swing, lazy swing, that gets away. Ashby struggling to find it, and now they're actually going to call him out. He had started to run towards first, and then they ruled no, the tag was made, and it's going to be a strikeout. That'll bring up Graydon Hughes, now with 1 out. So Hughes will come up now. Hughes also struck out in that second inning. Still runs on first and second, so still a good shot here for Taylorville to add some insurance here to their 1-run lead. In the dirt. Ball 1. And now time is called again. And that might be it. We might be seeing a new pitcher. Let's see what they decide. Yep, we will. So we'll tell you all about a new pitcher when we come back. You're watching us on Tommy TV. Back in just a moment. All right, welcome back to Taylorville Career Baseball. New pitcher to tell you about for Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs, Jack Baker, number 24. He's in the pitch for the Bulldogs. Jack Baker, he is their guy. We'll see Baker coming in relief. He's got himself a little bit of a situation here. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out. In the bottom of the 4th, Taylorville threatening here with runners on at 1st and 2nd. As it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. A little bit of a 3/4 arm delivery here for him as Baker kind of releases off the side slot. And you'll see it kind of when you watch on Tommy TV, the way on the 3/4 delivery, he kind of releases off the side of his arm. Foul ball off to the side, which means the hitters, especially left-handed hitters, will have a little bit more of a problem seeing it until the last second. But Taylorville has a lot of right-handed hitters, so it'll be okay.
We digress.
Foul ball over towards the third base side. And count moves to 2-2.
Like Mahomet's got a little catching up to do.
And
Even though it's good.
up in the air, drifting towards the right foul territory over the first base side. And the catch is made by Nolan Sanderson for the out. Tag was made, but no one advanced, and everyone stays put. So that'll bring us back up to the top of the order, and Isaac Repscher up to the plate, albeit now with 2 outs for the left-hander. As we did talk about left-handers, Isaac Repscher does come up to the plate, and as I said, a little bit of a tougher time is trying to see that 3/4 sidearm delivery. Chopper up the middle, picked up, oh, trouble with it. He's gonna try to slide in there. He's in. Everyone's safe. As Nolan Franz could not handle that one, Repscher's on with an error.
See where we can go with this. We got runners on all 3, it looks like, out there.
Nolan Franz reaches on the error, and guess what? Gerlich at third, Morgan at second, Repscher at first, and I'll bring up Carter Kaplan. So the pitcher with a big opportunity to help himself here with ducks on the pond. Two outs, big chance to break this game open. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing, doesn't matter, strike 1. The 1 count for the right-hander. Big opportunity for the pitcher. Baker sets, rocks, fires. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Baker 1 pitch away from getting out of this huge jam with a 1-run lead. Only trailing by 1, I should say. Baker sets. Kaplan digs in. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 1-2.
Just didn't strike out.
Gerlich at third, Morgan at second, Repscher at first. And the pitch. The 1-2. Up in the air. Towards center field. Who wants it? No one. The ball drops.
Got it.
2 runs will score. And Taylorville leads 3-0.
Absolutely
Another
beautiful.
error out in center as Bradley Jones probably should have had that one. But Taylorville will take it.
I feel like he came fairly close to catching it. Just close but no cigar, as some people say.
So, Repscher stands at second. Kaplan stands at first. And Colton Gatton comes to the plate now with Taylorville up by 3. In the dirt. That one gets away, but not far enough for Repscher to move. Huge, huge break for Taylorville right there. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Baker sets. And the pitch. Low in the dirt. Once again, Ashby has to go chase after it, but not far enough for Repster to run after it. Still, count moves to 2-0. Now a pinch runner comes in. And that is, give me a second. They're not going to, but.
Oh, of course.
Get that for you here in a second. Actually, I can't because I didn't get a full roster. Hold on, I got one. Maybe. We'll see here. I don't. I thought I did. I do not. 3-0 count. Our runner at first is number 22. And the pitch. Way inside, and that's ball 4. So now, once again, bases are loaded. Now I'll bring up Kason Pembroke. Pembroke walked in the first and flew out to short in the third. All this with 2 outs, and again, Taylorville has a big opportunity to break this game open. And the pitch. Outside. It's football.
Oh, that's a. Oh. Whoops. Wrong link. There you go.
There's no players on there. And
Well,
the pitch.
thank you, iPhone, for all your hard work at not giving me anything.
One count with 2 outs.
Yeah, guys, the Tornadoes don't have any players. I don't know who these people are. That's what their roster says.
Dylan Clark coming in clutch here. Here's the pitch. Curveball doesn't curve. That's in there for a strike regardless. 1-1 count. 1-2 count, excuse me. The 1-2. Way inside again. Count evens up at 2. Off the end of the bat, drifting towards foul territory, now play. We'll do the 2-2 again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. 2-1's already in the bottom of the 4th. Kason Pembroke, the 8th batter up to the plate this inning. Bases loaded. And the pitch. Outside, ball 3, full count. And every kid dreams of. Full count, bases loaded. 2 outs. Big opportunity for Tornadoes. Try to walk in a run. Fallon Turner on deck. Jack Baker trying to work his way out of this jam. Huge opportunity here. The pitch. Runners go. Called strike 3. Kason Pembroke goes down, but the Taylorville Tornadoes send 8 to the plate. They lead this one 3-0 here heading to the 5th inning. You're watching on Tommy TV. Back in just a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Taylorville Tornadoes coming back out onto the field right now as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Tornadoes lead this one 3-0 as they have been holding the 8-1 Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs in check as we head to the 5th inning. Jake Sampson leading things off. He has a sack bunt in the 2nd. Taylorville trying to hand Mahomet only their 2nd loss on the season. Taylorville, of course, the story coming into this year was how dangerous Taylorville could be this season. Of course, they've dealt with injuries all early part. Their catcher, their star catcher, Max Greamy, dealing with some injuries already. He's a big part of their offense. He's been hurt.
What happened to Greamy?
Knee issues, I believe.
Ooh, ouch.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Ooh, towards us. That was a screamer.
That hit a car.
Yes!
Did it break a window?
No.
Oh,
No, it
man.
bounced off the ground then.
Oh, I lost momentum. Dang.
It's not exciting. Come on now.
I just wanted a little chaos in my day-to-day, even though we've had a little bit with the equipment.
We've had a little bit of chaos already today. We don't need
Yeah.
any more chaos.
You know, now that I think of it, you got
Here's
a
the
point.
pitch. Sampson takes strike 3 and another gorgeous pitch from Carter Kaplan. 4th strikeout for him. I bring up Matthew Kirby, who flew out to left, his first plate appearance. Tornadoes do a little bit of defensive adjustments here. Kirby playing right field today. A 1-0 count. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Action for the Bulldogs up in the bullpen. Kaplan rocks and fires. In there for a strike again. It's a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Fouled it off, barely stayed alive. We'll do the 1-2 again. Taylorville leads this one early, 3-0. Misses the mark. Zayden Donaldson got through the 5-hole. Donaldson had to kind of scoot back and pick it up. Count moves to even at 2. And the pitch. Misses again, and it's a full count. So after getting ahead, he now falls behind from 1-2 to 3-2. Rocket ship count, 3-2-1. Our first of the day. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing. Did he go? No, he did not, and that's ball 4. So after issuing a strike to lead off the inning, he issues a walk to Matthew Kirby. That'll bring up Nolan Franz. Bottom of the lineup has not caused too many issues for Taylorville. 0-for-4 on the day. Franz will come in there. He had that huge bobble that led to that run scores. Fouled off towards the first base side. Now play. 0-1-1 count. to first, back in time.
Yeah, I know.
The 0-1. Time is called. Wasn't really granted. Now it is. If I was captain, I would have just thrown it. Runner on at first. That's Kirby. The 0-1. And the pitch. Runner goes. The throw down to second. This is a beauty. The tag is made. Oh, they call him safe. Holy cow. That looked pretty spot on. That was a gorgeous throw. He was right on it. Well, they grant him the stolen base. Now first base is open. Can't have too much of a better throw than that. Set him up just perfect. Throw like that on that right-hand side. Look, if you got to throw it to the left, you got to swing your glove all the way around. Tommy TV probably has a pretty good replay of it. Throws up. 2-1 count.
Right leg in first.
One out. Top of the fifth. The pitch. Fly ball. Left field. Backing up towards left-hand side. Casey Pembroke makes the catch. He fell. Did he drop it? Yes, he did. Looked like he caught it. Now they're going to talk. So they rule him out. Yeah. So they call him out. It looked like the catch was made, and then he dropped it as he was trying to make the transfer to throwing it in, and they do. That was a good call. I've seen that at the major league level where that happens, where the catch is made, they rule it when you go to make the transfer, if the ball falls out. So, yep. Mahomet might argue that one, but guess what, Mahomet? I'll argue that it should have been a stolen second base, so we're even. So, fly out to 7. Now bring up Cade Ashby, who takes strike 1. 2 outs now, third inning. Or the fifth inning, excuse me. 3-0 lead, is what I meant to say. Ashby flew out to right field in the second inning, or third inning. Slow looping curveball in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Taylorville 1 strike away from getting out of this little mini jam. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him strike 3. Boy, Carter Kaplan been locked in. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Taylorville leads this one 3-0. You're watching on Tommy TV. Back in a moment. Welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Baseball. Tornadoes lead this one 3-0. Mahomet coming into this game 8-1. Taylorville 3-4. Taylorville looking for the huge upset here in this one. As they lead 3-0, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Fallon Turner officially 0 for 1 on the day. He had that walk in the first, but struck out in the third. He'll try to get things going here. So he'll go against Baker. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Tornadoes left the bases loaded in that end of the fourth inning after the strikeout from Kason Pembroke. But they sent 8 batters to the plate that inning. Up high and out. It'll be ball 2. The 2-0 count. The pitch. Ball 3. Baker picking up right where he left off last inning. Gearlick on deck. The 3-0. Ball 4 and 4 straight pitches. And a walk for Fallon Turner to lead off the 5th. Mahomet kind of running out of time here as we reach the middle of the 5th. You think about it. They'll have the 6th and the 7th. They'll have the 6th and the 7th inning. That's it. So 6 more outs to play with. That's about it.
You know how they always say there's no crying in baseball?
Yeah.
Looks like today for Mahomet, there's no running in baseball.
Well, it's cold.
It is cold.
I'll cry today. It's cold. Ball 5. Turner takes his lead at first. Ball 6. If you've ever seen, I think it's,
What was that?
somebody said something in the threw me off. And ball 7. And ball 8. So back-to-back walks. Gerlich will walk as well. Bring up Drew Morgan.
Means that the coach started walking.
The Morgan walked as well in that 4th inning. Gerlich got a base hit in that 4th. All right, we'll see another pitching change, I would imagine. You're watching us on Tommy TV. Let's see if we take a break here. Or if we'll just stay here for a second if they're going to figure out where they want to eat dinner on their way home.
I don't even have anyone warming up.
Who knows?
No, we're just going to stay right here. You ever eat at Shoney's? Are you old enough to have eaten at Shoney's?
Yeah, I'm old enough for that, yeah.
Okay, all right. So they used to have a buffet at Shoney's, and they had all you could eat shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going there, and my mom being like, "Okay, no more. You've had enough. Like you're not allowed to go back up there anymore and have any more." I remember being all sad because I couldn't go back up there and have more.
She krilled your vibe. Oh yeah.
All right, the meeting on the mound is over. We're done talking about Shoney's. We can get back to work. Here's the pitch. Ball 9. Anyway, Texas A&M, I think it's A&M that does it. If they reach ball 5, the crowd will chant ball 5. And the whole stadium will do it. And then they'll chant ball 6 and ball 7. And it gets really loud. It will rattle a pitcher. As finally a strike is called. 1-1 count, runs on first and second. It's brutal, dude. It is brutal. It gets really loud. Someone will correct me and they'll be like, actually, it's this school. And I'll be like, okay, I got it wrong. But I think it's one of the big Texas schools
right.
does it.
Sounds like something A&M would do.
Anyway, 2-1 count. 3-0 lead for the Taylorville Tornadoes as they lead Apollo Conference rival Mahomet on a cold, windy day here in Taylorville. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3, 3-1 count. As Jeff Baker struggling to find the zone here in this bottom of the fifth. And the pitch. Outside again, that's ball 4. 3 straight walks. And I'll bring up Zayden Donaldson, the catcher, who's 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. Another discussion here. All right, take a break. Tell you about a new pitcher you're watching on Tommy TV. Back in a moment. All right, looks like we're back as Nolan Sanderson has moved to the mound from first, and Jeff Baker has moved over to first base. So just first to pitcher and pitcher to first, if my math and numbers and vision is correct, which I'm old, so it's probably not, but that's all right. Here's the pitch.
None of those 3 things seem to work right for me either, so I don't feel left out.
Up high, and that's ball 2 as Mahomet is just struggling with their pitching today. Bases juiced for Taylorville. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. He's got a little bit of a different grip with his pitches if you see the way that he holds that baseball. And 3-0 count here. Right-hander kind of just has a different hold with the baseball. And ball 4, walks in the run. 4 walks in a row. Taylorville leads this one 4-0 now for Graydon Hughes.
Looks like fist bumps all around from the coaches right now, too.
If Taylorville can get a base hit here, that would really, really cause some problems.
Oh, yeah.
Another pinch runner here. I apologize that I do not have those numbers with me. My roster is only half complete.
The online roster is not complete.
And the person that took the picture only got half the roster.
They only handed me half the roster. They just gave me the starting lineup. That was all they gave me.
Oh, no, I still blame him. All right.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
1-0 count. Sanderson sets. And the pitch. Up high again. Taylorville scraped across 1 run in the first, 2 in the fourth. Now 1 here in the 5th. Another ball. And why would you swing the bat right now if you're Taylorville? 3-0 count.
Yeah, at this point, I don't feel like they got too much to lose by not swinging the bat.
And there's another one. Ball 4. And now Lucas Gierlich comes in.
Bringing us up to a 5-1 or
And
5-0.
Now dangerous Isaac Repscher comes back up to the plate. So Repscher walked in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 4th, and now another meeting on the mound.
Got to try to come up with something.
Sanderson might have just come in just to buy an actual pitcher a little bit more time to warm up.
It could be. Kind of hard to warm up on the field, I imagine, right now with all that wind, though.
Well, they didn't have anybody warming up before. They do now. We'll see what happens here for him.
Oh, I see him over there now.
So, after the brief discussion, I'll come back out here. We'll get ready for Isaac Repscher. 5-0 lead for Taylorville after the 2 walks. Taylorville will need to add 5 more if they want to end this game in this inning. But right now, let's just work on getting the win. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. As Repscher swung for the fences. A home run right now would give Taylorville a 9-0 lead.
That'd be one heck of a lead there.
Be wonderful. But first things first. Ball count moves to 1-1.
Well, if we could just keep walking them for the rest of this inning, we'd be pretty all right.
The 1-1. The 2-1. That one was a little bit outside. Up high, and that's ball 3. And Sanderson in danger of walking in yet another run.
Looks like we got Mahomet in quite the pickle here.
Throw over to 3rd. Back in time. That's a dangerous throw because if that throw gets away, that's another run scored.
It looked like our runner on 3rd only got like a foot off the base, though, so he was smart for that.
The 3-1, still nobody out, and that's ball 4. So Morgan comes in to score, and everybody moves up a bag.
6-0 Taylorville.
That'll bring up Carter Kaplan. Kaplan flew out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 4th. And takes strike 1 there. And I'll be loose on that error in the 4th. It landed in no man's land in between Nolan Franz and Bradley Jones out in center, but looked like it could have been caught. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2 count with, again, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 5th, with 3 runs already in this inning, Taylorville leads 6-0. He is the walk-off run. If he can score, Taylorville wins this game. In the dirt, ball 1. But again, let's not cross that chicken until we get there.
Cross that what?
Go with it.
Got it. We're going to cross a chicken at some point is what I call it.
The 1-2. Misses the mark, and the Mahomet fans not too happy.
Oh, you could have fooled me. They sounded pretty chipper right there, if I do say so myself.
No, count moves even to 2. The 2-2. 3-2. And full count. putting that ball in play. Potentially could score a run. Taylor trying to make the most out of this with nobody out. And they will, as that walks in another run. Mahomet just falling apart here in this inning.
It's like a merry-go-round out there.
As Colton Gatton will now come up. That is the 7th walk in a row. As I'll bring up Colton Gatton. Gatton struck out in the first. Got a base hit in the third and walked in the fourth. And that will be it. All right, we'll be back with a new pitcher to tell you about. You're watching on Tommy TV. Back in just a moment. Welcome back to THS Baseball. Tate Kimball, the new pitcher here for Mahomet, as the Bulldogs try to salvage what little they can out of this one. They trail 7-0 in quite a situation here. Tornadoes have a chance to walk this off as the go-ahead, as the winning run at first base. That's right. Table just needs to drop 10 as they lead by 7 here in the 5th. Fly ball, left field. It's deep enough that might score a run. Tacking up at third. It's dropped. It's dropped anyway. Everyone's going to have to go forward. That was way over the head. And now holding up at third. Boy, that was just a weird situation all in all. So Gatton hit one out towards left that was not caught. That's going to be an error out in left. It's going to score Zayden Donaldson. Boy. And that leaves the bases loaded here. And I'll bring up Kason Pembroke, the 9th hitter in this one, and now it's 8-0, and now the winning run's at second. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out towards left. Boy, that one had the distance. It just hooks foul to the left. Winning run at second base. Again, still nobody out here in this 5th inning. And now time again is called. Taylorville Bull dugout, very loud and vocal.
Oh, gee, I wonder why. considering, they're kind of killing it right now in a good way.
0-1 count. Bases loaded. Repsher at third, Kaplan at second, Gadden at first. Pitches low for a ball, 1-1 count. Taylorville trying to hand Mahomet only their second loss of the season. Misses again, ball 2. 2-1 count. And the pitch. Fouls it off towards us, now play. And count evens up at 2. The 2-2, nobody out. Misses again, full count, 3-2. No, the late call of a strike. And now Taylorville's going to argue. So they call a late strikeout on Case and Pembroke. That'll get us back to Fallon Turner, who walked to lead off this inning. He represents the 10th batter up to the plate, albeit with 1 out. Coach Sample not thrilled with that late call. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Again, winning run at second base. And an 8-0 lead for the Tornadoes. 5 runs already in this inning. Here's the pitch. Pops him up in the air towards us. It's going to be loud. Oh.
Did that bounce off the porch behind me just now? I think it did.
1-1 count. Go get the... No, I'm just kidding.
No, that little girl just chased it like it was the last thing she'd ever catch.
One count with 1 out. Base hit could win the game for Taylorville. The pitch. Fly ball. Towards right. It is caught. Runner thought about tagging, but the throw came home really quick, and that is out number 2. I'll bring up Lucas Gierlich. So Gierlich will have the last chance for Taylorville here. They try to do something this inning. Of course, Taylorville's still holding on to a pretty sizable lead. The pitch. Misses, ball 1. The 1-0 count. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. In there for a strike. Count evens up at 1. The 1-1. Off the end of the bat. Falls and has some trouble with it. Only plays to first. And they roll him out over at first. But Taylorville strikes for 5 runs. We head to the 6th inning. Taylorville leads this 8-0. Welcome back to THS Baseball, top of the 6th inning, as it'll be the 9-1 two hitters coming up for the Bulldogs, as it'll be Cole Henderson to lead things off. No, it will not. Hold on, I'm sorry. It will be Jake Mercer coming in relief. To bat in place of Henderson. And here's the pitch. Low, misses the mark, ball 1. 2 innings in a row now that Carter Kaplan's had to sit for long periods of time, and as a pitcher, sometimes that's a struggle when you have to sit for extended periods. Taken for ball 2. Two-oh count. Left-hander digs in against Kaplan. Fly ball. Underneath it is Graydon Hughes. Makes the catch for out number 1.
What a guy.
Brings back to the top of the order for Paxton O'Malley. O'Malley 0 for 1 officially. Walked in the first and grounded out to the pitcher in the third. Misses the mark, ball 1. Misses again, ball 2. 2-0 count. One out. On top of the 6th, Taylor leads by 8. And the pitch. Takes something off of it. And missed. 3-0. Kaplan's pitch. Ball 4. Bring up Logan Wade. And now Sample will come out really, really quick. Says everyone stay put. We'll just come talk really, really quick.
You got me thinking about that shrimp now, man.
See, I told
yeah,
you.
It's not going away.
I got you. I guarantee I got everybody in Tommy TV talking about it too, man.
Right?
I know what I'm doing. We gotta get Bruce Berry on board with like gang of Denny's or something over to Taylorville.
I've got a pretty good gut feeling he's very close to where we're standing right now.
Goes Sample done talking on the mound, and we'll get it up to Logan Wade. Wade 0 for 2, grounded into a double play in the first inning and grounded to short in the 4th. Chance to do it again here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. The third base side. It's going to be out of play.
Baseball wanted to switch sports. It's on the football field now.
0-1 count. Everyone returns to their original positions. Yeah, Kaplan will do it again. The 0-1. In there for a strike. The 0-2. Oh, did he go? Oh, my goodness. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Checks the runner over at first. Pops him up. Foul territory over on the first base side. A little bit of a later jump. And can't make the catch. Try again on a 1-2. Good read from Lucas Gerlich. Maybe a little bit of a late jump on it, but just could not track it down. A 1-2 count. And the pitch. Shot or foul. And we'll do the 1-2 again.
Kind of looked like he almost swung the ball back at himself.
Battle here between Logan Wade and Carter Kaplan. Top of the 6th inning here with 1 out, runner on at first. Bulldogs trailing by 8. And the pitch. Ball gets away, runner goes to second. O'Malley heads to second on the wild pitch. And now it's Taylorville who has first base open there. 2-2 count. First time we've seen Carter Kaplan struggle since the first inning. Here's the pitch. Line drive, caught, throws over to second, plenty of time, the double play. Huge play from Carter Kaplan and the Tornadoes. Holy cow, we head to the bottom of the 6th. Taylorville leads this one 8-0, back in a moment. Welcome back. Here we go as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Drew Morgan, Zayden Donaldson, and Graydon Hughes, the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Tornadoes. Drew Morgan up. A couple of walks and a strikeout to his name today. Officially 0 for 1. And he has 2 runs scored already, courtesy of those 2 walks. The Taylorville Tornadoes will try to get these 2 runs and see if they just don't have to go to the field one last time here today.
I'm sure they'd be glad to go home with a W and not have to end up back out there in the wind, right?
To do that, though, they have to score 2 more times. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Count moves to 0-2. Tate Kimball on the mound for the Bulldogs. They'll have 3 outs to play with if they do get a chance to bat again. And the pitch. Way outside. Ball moves to 1-2.
Don't mind me just knocking stuff down.
Kimball sets the pitch inside. Count evens to 2. Tornadoes scored 1 in the first, 2 in the 4th, and then 5 in the 5th as their big breakout inning as they had 7 walks in a row before an error. Fly ball foul. Count will stay at 2-2. Big pitch right here. Low, count moves full. Off the end of the bat towards right field. And the catch is made and tracked down by Matthew Kirby out and right. And I'll bring up Zayden Donaldson. 0 for 2 officially. A couple strikeouts and a walk. Catcher will dig in from that right side. Again, Taylorville will be heading out to Mahomet tomorrow night in this home and home series. And the pitch. Fouled off. Straight back, just got under it. Oh, 1. And the pitch. Called strike 3. Zayden Donaldson will go down for his third strikeout of the day, and they'll bring up Graydon Hughes, the shortstop. With 2 outs, Hughes officially 0 for 2 with a walk. Struck out and flew out to first in the 4th. Fly ball. Deep left field. Nice caught. 1-2-3 inning. So we head to the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Bulldogs. Taylorville leads this one 8-0. You're watching on Tommy TV. Back in just a moment. Nolan Sanderson, first baseman, will lead things off here. The first pitch comes in. It's up high for a ball. And that's how the top of the 7th will get underway. Sanderson 0 for 2. Struck out and flew out to second. His plate appearances that he had. As Carter Kaplan in there for a strike, 1-1 count. Kaplan tries to close things out here. He has been solid today. Holy cow. Here's the pitch. Just misses the mark outside for a ball. Two 1 count. Tornadoes lead this one 8-0. Here's the pitch. Misses again, 3-1.
Sorry.
Huh?
I bumped him.
Oh.
Saying my bad.
3 balls, 1 strike. Here in the top of the 7th. 3,
Taylorville.
4, 5 hitters. Go ahead.
Taylorville over here on top the top of the 7th.
Walk is issued to lead things off here in the top of the 7th as that'll bring up Bradley Jones. Bradley Jones officially 0 for 1. Walked in the 2nd. Grounded out to 2nd in the 4th. Boy, what a play from Graydon Hughes. Had a monster catch over there. Caught that one. Threw it over. Here's the pitch. Skips away. Able to track it down, but not before Sanderson heads over to 2nd on the pass ball. Breaks up the double play. And they'll let him go given the situation of what the score is. And the pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Carter Kaplan tries to close this game out, 1-1 count. And the pitch. Fouls it back. Count moves to 1-2. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat, right to 2nd. That gets misplayed. Picked up, throws over to 1st. It's not going to be in time, and everyone's safe on the error. I'm not too keen on giving him a hit on that, as that was misplayed by 2nd Drew Morgan. Now with runners at the corners here with still nobody out. As they'll bring up, I believe they'll bring up Max Young pinch hitting here for Bradley Jones. Here's the pitch, runner goes. And again, they just let him take 2nd. Not a stolen base, as it's just willful indifference. With the score being what it is, they don't care. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. One count. Off the end of the bat, caught over at 1st. And that's a big out over there by Lucas Gerlich. Big out number 1. They'll bring up Matthew Kirby. Runners stay put at 2nd and 3rd.
Curious to see how this is going to go.
So Kirby flew out in the 2nd, walked in the 5th. Takes that one out towards first base side. Gerlich underneath it. Makes the catch for out number 2. Tagging up at 3rd, but no attempt to score. And now it is the Bulldogs down to their last out and still looking for their first hit, because I don't care what anybody says, that was an error over at 2nd. So it all comes down to Nolan Franz. Here's the pitch. And actually, it's not Franz. It's a pinch hitter again. That's Ryan Pruitt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Carter Kaplan, 1-1 count. Couple strikes away from doing it. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, and one strike away from a no-hitter. Come on, Carter. Come on, buddy. One more. Carter Kaplan. Oh, he just misses up high. Count evens up at 2.
Got both of us over here half bent over trying to see the game closer.
2-2. Pruitt, the batter. Runners at second and third. The pitch. Fouled off. Stays alive. Cade Ashby on deck. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Taylorville leads 8-0 here. Trying to knock off the 8-1 Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs in this Apollo Conference matchup on a Tuesday night. Cold, windy Taylorville evening. Got him, strike 3. A no-hitter. A no-hitter for Carter Kaplan. That was huge. So Carter Kaplan throws a no-hitter for Taylorville as he does not give up a single hit against an 8-1 Mahomet team. Mahomet falls to 8-2. Taylorville improves to 4-4. Couple walks issued, a error in that 7th. But my word, Carter Kaplan, an absolute stud. And what a game for Taylorville. A no-hitter thrown against a dangerous Mahomet team. And Coach Sample fired up as well he should be. Boy, what a game. What do you think, Dylan?
I think that was a pretty good game. I think you were talking to me over the break, too. This was your first no-hitter game you've worked so far, right?
It is, man. I was pretty pumped.
Got to enjoy that alongside of you there, bestie.
Holy cow, what a game for Taylorville. A no-hitter thrown from Carter Kaplan. The Taylorville Tornadoes pick up a huge, huge win. They improved to 4-4. And we'll break down some of the action here for you. Quick 1, 2, 3 in that first. A walk in the first in the double play, a walk in the second. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3 in the third, 1, 2, 3 in the fourth, a walk in the fifth, a walk in the sixth, a walk and an error, and then otherwise than that, no quick work in that 7th. But man, what great job from Taylorville to get out of there. Take a look at some of this stuff here in that 7th, boy, and again. Trouble there for Mahomet. Just could not get things going. And when you look at some of the game highlights from the Tornadoes, is what they were able to do here. Really, a lot of this boiled down to just the solid work from them on offense, and what they could handle as far as what they were able to do with their bats. And really, a lot of it boiled down to the patience at the plate. They're able to get solid work as far as just being able to handle decent defense, being able to be patient at the plate. But a lot of it was just fantastic work from scoring 1 in the first, 2 in the fourth, and then another 5 in that 5th inning. And that was really all she wrote. Didn't even need to come up to the plate in the 7th. So, but again, congratulations to the Taylorville Tornadoes on a no-hitter and Carter Kaplan getting the work done here. Taylorville improves to 4-4, and he is our player of the game. Carter Kaplan, a no-hitter thrown. Taylorville picks up their 4th win of the year and gives Mahomet their 2nd loss. Dylan, your final thoughts?
Well, I was going to say, aside from some recent weather having tornadoes causing damage, it looks like our Taylorville Tornadoes caused some damage today against Seymour or Mahomet. I think I said that backwards, either way it goes.
You did.
The field today sees less of Mahomet, it seems like. However, all in all, a good game. I enjoyed it. Had a good time.
All right. Well, we want to wish everyone a good night. We want to thank you to all of our crew at Tommy TV back in the studios for all the hard work that they did. We couldn't be on the air without you guys, especially today. We couldn't be on the air without you guys, so thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Again, Taylor will be on the road in Mahomet tomorrow night, and you guys have a great rest of your evening. Again, final score here in this one. Taylor 8, Mahomet nothing. A no-hitter thrown by Carter Kaplan. He is our Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. Congratulations to him for his hard work today. Carter Kaplan, a no-hitter thrown for the Taylorville Tornadoes. Congratulations to Carter Kaplan. If I was to say, have a fantastic rest of your